As fans devour Jurassic World Dominion, they can't help but take a trip down memory lane to all that the movie series has had to offer. With the movie being the conclusion to the Jurassic trilogy, we thought it best to offer our tributes. Today, we'll be taking you through a hilarious, dino-filled journey full of funny behind-the-scenes and bloopers you probably can't get enough of. Let's dive right into it, starting out with something you can catch the next time you rewatch the movies. For a movie like Jurassic Park, you can obviously expect a lot of chaos and action, but it turns out the chaos was not just taking place in front of the camera, but behind the scenes as well. In the opening scene of Jurassic Park, we see Robert Muldoon, the park games warden, and a squad of workers trying to move velociraptors from a cage into their ring. But things go horribly wrong, and not just for the characters. Wait till you hear this. We all see the Alpha Raptor throwing the gatekeeper, Joffrey, from the cage's top as it seeks to run. However, the production team missed out on something hilarious. There was a guardian angel behind the scene, making sure that neither the cameraman nor the stuntman got harmed. In the final shot of the movie, we can see the camera operator's hand in the bottom right of the picture, making sure the stunt person doesn't fall into the camera in the scene as Joffrey falls forward toward the camera. This is right before he is being taken into the cage and eaten by a group of ravenous dinos. Maybe a bit more editing would have done the job, but we got a good laugh out of it. Next, we have the shirtless Goldblum pose we couldn't get enough of. There's something about shirtless men with protruding abs that just takes our breath away. All of you girls out there, and boys, we're pretty sure you can relate. However, it looks like the charisma of shirtless actors has always been gold. No wonder Dr. Ian Malcolm's shirtless pose became the face of the movie's merch for the longest time. Now, let's go through it one more time for those of you living under a rock. Obviously, we don't mind. Like, come on, why would we? We wouldn't want to relive that dreamy pose of his again, right? We witnessed Dr. Ian Malcolm, played by Jeff Goldblum, in a semi-shirtless position after he barely avoided being devoured by a T-Rex in a scene involving him. Almost anything featuring Goldblum's iconic posture has become an instant classic in the years after the film's first release. As lovable as ever, Goldblum joked about Malcolm's Jurassic Park posture in a new conversation with the classic Jurassic Park actors. When the scene and that specific pose were brought up again, he said, "I don't remember how it came to be. I have no idea. It just happened somehow. I'm sorry, for better or worse. I apologize profusely." Or, "You're welcome?" Dr. Ian's post-T-Rex sexy pose has become quite famous, and actor Jeff Goldblum is fully aware of this fact. He even recreated the picture 2 years ago. And here's the cherry on top. In honor of Jurassic Park's 25th anniversary, a 25-foot monument of Malcolm in his open-shirted sprawl was installed in London in 2018. Moving on, here's a behind-the-scenes scoop on the infamous lip lock between Sam Neill and Tim Murphy. Tons of child actors have gone public in the past talking about them experiencing their first kisses while shooting. The same was the case with Joseph Mazzello, who played Tim Murphy. Dr. Alan Grant, Sam Neill, has to perform resuscitation on him after he is electrocuted on one of the park's fences in one of the film's most dramatic moments. It's difficult to watch, but it might have been far more hilarious for the performers to shoot, particularly Joseph Mazzello, who was just 10 at the time. The idea that his scene partner was a genuine pro made things a little bit simpler for him, he stated lately. Joseph later joked about how hilarious it all was for him behind the scenes. He laughed it off by saying that he definitely had to film a couple of intimate moments with Sam Neill. Referring to the CPR scene, he said that Sam Neill was undeniably his first kiss, and it was everything he had hoped it would be, and more. And then, the legendary Chris Pratt admitting to peeing his pants thanks to Sam Neill's backstage moves. Actor Chris Pratt joked that Sam Neill had him wet his pants by chokeholding him in Jurassic World. Chris revealed this by posting a picture of the two of them during a press conference for their forthcoming film, Jurassic World Dominion. With a star-studded ensemble featuring Bryce Dallas Howard, Laura Dern, and Jeff Goldblum, Pratt and Neill will play their parts as Owen Grady and Alan Grant in the Dino Adventure film. Sam Neill is an icon, according to Pratt. Pratt's sleeper hold following this image does not, however, justify anything. Pratt also joked that Sam was the attacker. To him, it could be a show of great respect in Sam's own nation of New Zealand or Australia or whatever, but in the United States, it's an act of attack. Then Pratt finally said it. The reason he wet his pants was because of Sam and his strangely strong chokehold. To make it even more iconic, Sam jokingly apologized to Chris. He He also added that he was just copying the moves Pratt had taught him. Wow, it looks like the circle is complete now that the student has become the master. We don't think a teenage Tom watching Jurassic Park would have ever imagined that he would be not only acting next to the legendary Sam Neill, but also teaching him some of his action moves. The man's literally living his dream. Next up, we have the Jurassic World cast admitting to stealing from the set. It looks like the cast just can't get enough of the trilogy. Cast members Bryce Dallas Howard, Chris Pratt, Laura Dern, and Sam Neill took to Instagram on Monday to give their thoughts on making the supposed last film in the series. Always making trouble, Pratt used the opportunity to question the returning actors whether they had ever stolen anything from Jurassic Park's 1993 set for themselves. Neill immediately replied that he took home with himself the boots that he wore in his role as Alan Grant. He described them as comfortable. Apparently, he was a pretty good thief because his co-star Dern was just gaping at him with her mouth open in disbelief. Neill nonchalantly shrugged it off, saying he kicked dinos with those shoes. Why wouldn't he want to have them? To be honest, we would have stolen some stuff as well. Apparently, he wasn't the only one swindling the set. When asked about the ring she was wearing, Dern admitted that it had been taken from the 1993 film. While no one had questioned him about it, Pratt felt some FOMO. The actor just couldn't hold in his secret and posted a video of himself posing with a raptor tooth to his Instagram account. While Neill stole just a pair of boots, Pratt went a little overboard and ended up stealing a raptor training clicker, boots, pants, his knife, the raptor tooth, and even his Isla Nubular ID. Pratt literally said, "Go big or go home." And finally, Pratt having the time of his life with improvised smooches. It looks like Chris Pratt has been having tons of fun on the set of Jurassic World. The actor didn't just steal our hearts and a couple of things from the set. He also went ahead to get some smooches from his co-star. And mind you, the kisses that Bryce and Pratt shared were actually of their own will and not written in the scripts. The chemistry between Bryce Dallas Howard and Chris Pratt's Jurassic World characters was the magic of the two actors and them alone. Speaking to Entertainment Tonight, Howard and Pratt confessed that their on-screen kissing scenes in 2015's Jurassic World and 2018's Jurassic World: The Fallen Kingdom were not written, but instead improvisation by each other for the film. Here's the shocker. The only moment when there was a kiss in the movie was in Dominion, so the last two kisses we witnessed were improvised and secretly took place. And according to them, a little romanticism in a Jurassic movie is okay. We definitely love a man with such a great sense of humor. While doing an interview, Pratt even agreed with Howard, saying that what they did was important for Laura and Sam. And hold up, before you start shipping Pratt and Bryce together, let us tell you this. Bryce is happily married to Seth Gable. In fact, the couple even celebrated 21 long and love-filled years of marriage together. Pratt, too, was just having as much fun as he could in the world of CGI dinos. He is also happily married to Catherine Schwarzenegger and a dad to the adorable Lila. That's a wrap for this video. Which of these moments did you find the funniest? Please let us know in the comments below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. See you in the next one.